Hey everybody, it's Meredith, and yeah, here I am. Welcome back, me. I was traveling this weekend to see my niece, who is just over 2 months old now. What a huge difference from the first time I saw her when she was like, I don't know, less than a month old. Big difference in size and attention and vocalization, all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna try to get through this video. It was a great trip, very tiring at the end. I ended up coming home a little bit later than originally planned, and that was my choice, and I'm actually so glad that I made that choice. Yesterday was a bad weather day where I was and in Toronto, so it wouldn't have made sense for me to jam myself on a plane with other people, only have to sit on the runway for an hour and wait for clearance to take off, and that's exactly what happened. So Meredith volunteered her seat up to someone else who just needed to be on that plane and got a nice hotel room, a nice night's sleep, a ride back to the airport, a new ticket for a morning flight, and some extra cash in her pocket. So had the time, I thought, why not? But I digress. The purpose of this video is to talk to you about some U.S.A. hauling that I've done. I did some hauling at Ulta, at Sephora, and even the Dollar Tree. So I must also mention my favorite coffee ever. Got this at the airport before I left this morning. I got this one, and I got the pumpkin blend, which I always thought was limited edition, but now it looks like they have it all the time. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, this is good because they don't ship. Actually, I checked. Dunkin' Donuts won't ship to Canada, so you've got to get it in the airport when you're at the States. So Dollar Tree first. Didn't do too much. My brother loves candy from the Dollar Tree, so I bought tons and tons of candy. Left that all with him, of course, but did purchase some of the items I've been hearing so much about from some of the other Dollar Tree YouTubers. So two of them are Milani Crystal Gloss for lips. One is in Pretty Plush, which is like kind of a rose with shimmer. And the other one is Fruit Punch, which is a little bit bright. But I like them both. I feel like this would be my everyday, and this would be the let's take it up a notch. Then I also picked up a Sassy and Chic. And the reason I picked this up, it's a lip gloss. The reason I picked it up is because it is grape tutti scented. And I'm not sure what grape tutti smells like, but darn it, I'm going to find out. Picked up some good old Carmex Original Lip Balm. This is a husband favorite, so this will be going straight to him. Some dental floss, and boy did I need it yesterday, so I'm glad I had it with me. And finally some iPads, 2 pairs of iPads, gel iPads. I was going to use these this morning, and I figure, you know what, better not, because if I have a reaction to them, then they really won't let me on the plane. They'll think there's something wrong with me. Something I forgot to talk about that I did haul in Canada, that just came to Canada, I ended up picking up the L'Oreal Le Palette Nude in 1. So my Naked 1 palette, the original Naked palette, or just the Naked palette, bit the dust several years ago. So instead of repurchasing that, I decided to go for something like this. We're going to see how this goes. I've heard good and bad about it. I know it couldn't possibly be like the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I can tell by looking at it, but I'm sure it's decent quality and it's got the colors in it that I want. So I'm excited about that. Now on to more of the US stuff. So I went to Sephora, and the good thing here, so where my brother lives, there is a freestanding Sephora, a Sephora in JCPenney, and an Ulta, and they're all within 10 minutes of each other. So I am a very lucky lady. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. So I'm going to try to think about what I bought where. It's It's kind of hard to think. Surprisingly enough, I spent a lot of time in the JCPenney, the Sephora and JCPenney, and that was because they had Becca and some other products that I was just really interested in. So by the time I got to like the regular freestanding Sephora, I was like, nah, already got all that stuff. Yeah. And then Ulta, not so impressed with Ulta. They were out of so much. There was a Lorac palette that I want. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's the bright pink one. And they were completely out of it. And just didn't even know that they were out of it. I mentioned it to them. I'm like, hey, the Lorac section. The Lorac section was looking kind of light as it was. But there was really nothing back there. So kind of disappointed in that little Ulta, but still had a good time there. Let's go to Sephora first. I ended up getting a Bare Minerals kit, and the kit I got contains the Bare Skin Brightening Serum Foundation. And what I liked about it, this is obviously a smaller size bottle, and this one I believe is in, Bare Shell, which is number 2. It's a neutral color, but it also came with the Perfecting Veil. The part I was interested in was this brush, and this is the brush that has the little kind of, I don't even think you will be able to see that. Yeah, see how you're supposed to set the foundation down into the center here, and then that 1 or 2 drops takes care of your whole face. So needless to say, when I had packed and left a lot of my foundation and makeup at my brother's house for the next time that I'm going there, and then got held up at the airport, my choice, I know. I thought, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? My face. And then I remembered I had this kit. So I've used it once, was very, very impressed. Did not use a primer with it, didn't have a primer to use with it, but really impressed with it so far. Probably gonna give it a couple more tries, more thorough investigations, shall we say, but so far so good. And I'm glad that they offer something like that, like a trial kit, just to give it a shot. You know, people that aren't familiar with the product, they don't know how to use the brush, because the brush itself is expensive if you buy the big brush, the regular size brush. Anyway, I digress, I'll move on. They also had the Cover FX custom cover drops, which I have not seen here in Canada. So I had the girl Color IQ My Skin with their little machine, and we ended up with P40. So these are the drops that are pure pigment. You can do a lot with these. You can use them to highlight. You can use them to mix with your foundation. That's what I'm going to be using it for. You know, they are very pure pigment, and that can be frightening for some people. It's not the kind of thing where you're going to take this, drop it on your hand, and then just put it on your face. That's not what this is for. And if you do that, you may be surprised and or shocked. This is to mix and get a better texture, depth from what you're currently using, in my opinion, okay? You want to use it on your face straight? Go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I also was originally there after I had seen a video on YouTube from a great YouTuber I watch called Lauren Marie, and she was talking about the Urban Decay blushes, the new ones that are like 8 hours of wear. Didn't end up picking one of those up. Also was interested in picking up the Urban Decay Naked concealer. Didn't pick that up either. And I really wanted to pick that up, and I'm really surprised that I did not. What I did pick up was the Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealing Cream, and I got mine in Praline. This is a good complement to the corrector that I have from Becca, which is more of a rosy toned pink. So I figure, you know what, let's use products that complement each other. This has got a great texture to it. I don't even want to put my finger in it. It's so perfect. But I definitely will. I'm definitely going to try this, and I'm looking forward to how those two products work together. Something else I got from Becca is one of their Beach Tint Shimmer Soufflés in lychee. Lychee? I always mess this up. Lychee and opal. Kelly McKelly is going to kill me. And that looks like this. So for me, this is going to be cheeks. This is going to be eyes. It is soft as anything. It feels like, I can't even describe it. It's like a gel when you stick your finger in it. And then when you put it on, it's a powder. It's like a cream, and then it goes right to powder. I love it. I love it a lot. I can't wait to use it. Just need that sun to shine and the temperature to go up and me to wear summer clothes, all the above. And then finally from Becca, I got the Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in rose gold. Now, this is not the limited edition one that everybody was looking at and going bonkers for. This is the straight up rose gold, and I am cool with that. I have my other rose gold from MAC, my Rose Olay. This, to me, is a little bit more bronzy, shall we say, coppery. So it's not as cool as the MAC, but I love it nonetheless and look forward to using it. Now, moving on to Ulta. Not too much there. Like I said, the Lorac was kind of a turn off, and then I was just kept circling around a couple things and was just kind of like, meh. I did end up buying a Lipstick Queen lipstick, and I bought it in Medieval, and I'm actually really glad I did. These lipsticks, these are the kind of lipsticks I really like. Here's the packaging, because that is awesome. This looks scary, doesn't it, people? It is, but it's not. It's a very sheer color. It's very, very sheer. So that's what it looks like. This is the kind of lipstick that I like. I want something that has that kind of paunchy color to it, but isn't so strong that I'm going to be sitting there in the mirror, you know, trying to check my lips every couple seconds. Granted, I know how to wear a good red lip. I know to use the lip liner. I know to use pressed powder. I know what works on my lips but for summer, something hydrating, soft, beautiful, that's where it's at. And I picked up a NYX Simply Pink Lip Cream, and this is in 05. Not too much to say about that. I'm pretty excited about it though. One other NYX product I'm super duper excited about, the Honey Do Me Up. It's a serum. I can't even read this. This is terrible. It has honey, gold flakes, and collagen in it. And it's supposed to be like a serum. So I'm interested to see how this works. And then my creme de la creme purchase from Ulta would have to be the Little Black Book of Bronzers, which I have been wanting and wanting and wanting. And it's been a long time since I've said anything like that. But here it is. It is adorable. It all smells like chocolate, and I can't wait to have super fun times with this when bronzing. And then the last product I got was at the airport this morning when I realized I had Zippo mascara. And the airport terminal conveniently has a little stand with e.l.f. mineral makeup on it. So I ended up getting the e.l.f. 3-in-1 mascara, the Lengthen, Define, and Volumize. And I'll tell you something right now, not too bad for a mascara. I mean, it costs a little bit more because I was at the airport, but it's got a really unique brush, definitely grabs those lashes, and to be honest, I really enjoyed it. I was really surprised, but I really enjoyed this mascara. It was good. So that's enough. 14 minutes, way over what I normally talk lengthwise, time-wise. So I'm going to say thanks so much for watching, and if you've hauled anything or know about anything that I should haul, please let me know. I appreciate you all, and have a great night. Bye.